like I'm stuck on a merry-go-round. All the chaos I'm creating gets a little complicated. There's just so much now to worry about. I don't know what to do right now, but I'll figure it out. I don't know what to do right now, but I'll figure it out. I get so worked out, I gotta talk myself down. I don't know what to do right now, but I'll figure it out. Figure it out. It's so confusing when I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, how did I get so twisted around? I'm overthinking, the walls in this room are shrinking, and the words aren't coming out of my mouth. I don't know what to do right now, but I'll figure it out. I don't know what to do right now, but I'll figure it out. I get so worked out, I gotta talk myself down. I don't know what to do right now, but I'll figure it out. Figure it out. My head is spinning with every thought I could fit in. It's like I'm stuck on a merry-go-round. I don't know what to do right now, but I'll figure it out. I don't know what to do right now, but I'll figure it out. I get so.
All right, so I didn't get to talk very much this morning because last night I went to sleep and woke up to try to go see the aurora because it was clear enough for about 2 hours. Drove out, suited up, nothing. No aurora. Came back, set my alarm for sunrise, and then slept an hour past sunrise. Now, I didn't actually expect sunrise to happen. The weather predicted not really any sun, but then when I woke up and saw the sun peering through the window, I frantically got dressed and got on the road and got out there to take some photos. Thankfully, because the sun rises so low throughout the day, the golden hour lasts a lot longer. Plus, all the clouds block a lot of the sunlight, which just creates more golden hour time. So I think we still got some shots in this morning. Came back, took a shower, ate some food, and now I have to pack up so that I can go to my next Airbnb later today. But as you can tell by the light coming in, there's a little bit of sunlight out. So we're gonna drive around, try to take some photos, just like we've been doing the rest of the time here. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking this out. And yeah, sometimes you accidentally sleep in because you tried to shoot the aurora the night before. I'm not perfect, so maybe you guys have experienced the same thing. Anyways, let's get moving.
Hold on to me if you need somebody. If you need somebody, somebody who's not gonna leave you. Stay close to me if you want somebody. If you want somebody.
All right, so one of the tips I have for you actually breaks the golden rule of landscape photography, which is shooting during sunrise or sunset. Normally you want to shoot to get that golden hour light because it's some of the most pleasing, but a lot of the times the sun just isn't strong enough to break through those gray and overcast skies, especially on. Oh my God, it's an ice cream truck. Hold on. Well, if you gave me $1,000, I would have never guessed that my shot was going to be interrupted by an ice cream truck. Okay, let's try this again. I've been finding myself shooting a lot during the day. Like you can actually see behind me, it is midday right now, and some of the light can be absolutely gorgeous. The reason this happens is when those gray and overcast clouds are covering the sun, sometimes the light will poke through and create some nice dynamics on your scene, like you're seeing behind me. But other times, even if it's not poking through, when the sun is the strongest, it's creating that nice, even light on your images, and you can get those colors to pop, you can find those minimal shots that we've been talking about, and anything in between. So I highly suggest you go out and try to shoot during midday, because that might be some of the best time to find the light. Which brings me to my next tip, which is being patient. So sometimes you might find a shot you really like, but the sun just isn't where you want it to be. A lot of the times what will happen is the clouds are moving so fast that every once in a while the sun will peer through, like you can see on the scene behind me. It is not hitting me right now, but it is hitting the mountains behind me. It's actually about to hit me right now. So what'll happen is by being patient, those clouds are moving and the sun is poking through and it's creating these really dramatic scenes, and you can get some really nice light even in the midday. So I highly recommend you test that, try it out, shoot during midday rather than golden hour. I am now completely blown out. So, on to the next tip.
I would love to be the body you want. You were somebody you want. It was November. You brought daisies to my door and a letter.
All right, so just like back home, I am sitting and editing in the car. The conditions are pretty gray and overcast, although right here, there's some light peering through, but right in front of me, looks about like that. So in these conditions, a lot of the times just being patient, sitting around, waiting to see what happens with the light can really completely change a scene within 5-10 minutes because things are passing through very quickly. Now, I did try to drive into the islands more, but the conditions just got worse and worse. And I actually think because the sun is basically somewhere over there, it actually peers through a few times here and there over here in the main islands of Lofoten and Rainy, that area, 𝐒𝐸𝐚𝐫. I'm probably completely mispronouncing all of those, but that's the area that I'm in. So plan is to just sit here, work on the laptop, be patient, wait around. I think it's a really good tip if you are shooting in gray overcast skies and you're hoping that a little bit of light peeks through, because sometimes that light can be super dramatic, is to just be patient. Or hopefully you got nothing else going on that day, kind of like me. So I'm gonna sit here and edit. Thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see if we get a sunset.
Hey, pardon the interruption. We are getting very intimate here on the channel. Actually, this is probably just too much. Anyways, pardon the interruption. I just wanted to say thank you for all the support over the last 2 years of me doing YouTube full time. I genuinely cannot do it without you or your continued support. So if you want to help support me in more ways than just liking or subscribing to this channel, you can do that with a little link down below where you can find things like my Lightroom editing companion. It's this really cool thing that I've built and directly integrated into Lightroom that might help you learn a more linear workflow in your editing. You can also check out things like my upcoming workshops. I have my Fall Colorado workshop that should be listed by the time this video goes live. Or if you ever see an image in a video and you want it on your wall, email me. Let's set it up, let's get it on your wall. That would help me too. Everything helps, I really appreciate it. It means the world. Let's get back to the video.
You use language, sentiments I never heard before. Hold on to me if you need somebody. If you need somebody, somebody who's not gonna leave you. Stay close to me if you want somebody. If you want somebody, I would love to be the body you wanted. You were somebody you wanted. Splitting headache. A quiet intermission, you heard my heart break. Doing dishes in the kitchen. For goodness sake, I love the way you know just what to say.
Okay.
Hold on to me if you need somebody. If you need somebody, somebody who's not gonna leave you. Stay close to me.
All right, so considering the conditions are basically like that everywhere in the directions I want to shoot, even though there's some nice blue sky out there, I thought it'd be cool to go over here and try to photograph some of these surfers, because I don't think we're really going to get much else for sunset. So let's go see what we can get up to. Well, just like I can't control the light, I also cannot control the surfers. I ended up standing around looking for shots of some of these people surfing, but I really only captured one person even getting on a wave, and they didn't even end up riding a wave. So I actually ended up taking no photos of any of the surfers. But it was still beautiful. I still stood around and enjoyed what I think is absolutely crazy, which is these people surfing in freezing cold water. But anyways, that's going to end this video here. That's it for today. I hope to see you again tomorrow. And as always, if you like the video, you can like it. Consider subscribing if you loved it. And there's got to be a rainbow out there somewhere, just not here. Later.
If you want somebody.